Hello, I'm Shannon from iHeartRadio Canada, joined by Samantha Stark, the director and producer of Framing Britney Spears, and senior story editor, Liz Day. First of all, thank you guys just so much for making this documentary. I think from the reaction that we've all seen from it, it just goes to show how important it is to be made. So first of all, thank you so much.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for taking the time. Sam, I've heard you say that the story is different than the story that you thought that you were going to tell. What was a story that you both set out to tell? And then how did it end up being so different?
Sure. So, I had long wanted to see a documentary done on Britney Spears. We're kind of in the same age range. And I remember watching her as America's Golden Girl when I was in high school, and then watching her get battered by the press and the tabloids and the public when I was in college. So it felt like she was really right to do a re-examination of Britney Spears. And at the same time, I think, I thought that not a lot of people were familiar with the legal situation, which is very unique and extreme, that she's in, called a conservatorship. And it presents this apparent contradiction that that she is so apparently ill and vulnerable and at risk that she qualifies for this intense layer of legal protection, but at the same time is able to go perform in Las Vegas and make millions of dollars and sell millions of records and host a television show on TV. And how can those two things be true? So for that reason, we thought, let's do a documentary on Britney Spears. But I think we had no idea. It wasn't really until we started filming that the conservatorship battle really started to heat up. Sam, do you want to talk about that?
We started filming. There hadn't been anything in the legal system publicly that stated that Britney was, attempting to change the conservatorship. Britney has to speak through a court-appointed attorney who, I say court-appointed because she was deemed incapable of hiring her own attorney. And so we don't know how everything has been working. And we were told by a lot of people, don't expect anything to change. This has just been the same for so long. And as we're filming, these legal documents started coming out where Britney, through her court-appointed attorney, is saying that she does want something changed. She wants her father removed. She says she wants her records, some of the papers, to be unsealed because she doesn't want this locked away like a family secret. So it really changed, especially since we knew she had said through her court-appointed attorney that she didn't want it locked away. Then we felt like, okay, this is more license to explore this.
I love the fact that there's so many women that were involved in the making of this. Why was that so important for both of you to have so many women involved?
When we were first doing the original research for this, it was very striking how much of the media coverage was made by men of Britney, how many of the long feature-length articles about her, how many of the TV, interviews with her. And it just seems like I just wanted to know what would happen if we came at this from a woman's perspective. What would happen if we were the ones who came up with the questions and we were the ones who worked to decide how to edit it, and also the ones who were in the room when we were framing it and when we were doing the interviews. So we have an all-female producing team. A lot of our crews were all-female crews when we went out to film. Of course, we had some great men too. Our editors were men who totally got it. Sometimes the crews had men on them. But I would say when we had our all-female crews and the person would come to be interviewed, it was all during the pandemic, so we had to film outside. So we would build these sets with all these fake flowers outside. And when they would come and they would see, we usually had 5 people, and it would all women, the camera, me, PAs, everything. People, the first thing they would say was like, what? I've never seen this, like ladies, all female. But I think it changed the atmosphere because it made it so that, first of all, people didn't have to be worried to talk about misogyny, no matter what gender they were. I think it made people more comfortable to do that.